What's up guys, it's Darius and today I have some Kingdom Hearts 3 news. Okay, so as you guys know from yesterday, they showed off Kingdom Hearts 3 gameplay and it was absolutely amazing. It was probably better than any trailer we've gotten before, just because it showed so much. It showed story and it had gameplay, and the game is looking absolutely awesome right now. But I'm not going to really give my impressions on that. I have a video going up later today, and I'll also be doing an analysis video of that whole trailer. It's going to be pretty long because there's a lot to get from that trailer. But right now I'm actually going to give you guys some development news for Kingdom Hearts 3, and this is new development news that we got yesterday later after they showed that trailer off. So if you guys didn't know that Square Enix had their own press conference yesterday, of course, where they showed off the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer, but then after that they had Square Enix presents basically event where they focused on Kingdom Hearts, and more specifically they focused on Kingdom Hearts Key and then Kingdom Hearts 3. And after they went through Kingdom Hearts Key and all that stuff, they had questions for Nomura because he was there, and also Tai Yasui was there too. And they had a lot of questions to ask him, and I just took notes so I could update you guys just in case you guys didn't see it, so I can give you guys all of this information about the development. There's some pretty good stuff in here. So let me just start off by saying we obviously know that Tangled is in the world, is one of the newest worlds in Kingdom Hearts, and they said that they picked Tangled because it was actually one of the first worlds they thought of due to basically how the world looked in the movie and the characteristics of Rapunzel. They felt that Rapunzel's character, her being strong and being very optimistic and whatnot, was very fitting for Kingdom Hearts, and it really is. The way she acts and the way Sora acts and the way a lot of the characters act in the game is very reminiscent of her. And they said it's actually, it was very, the team was very, very, how do you say? They're very excited to have this world, I guess you could say, in Kingdom Hearts, because they I guess they really enjoyed that movie and felt like it was a great opportunity to get a new world in there. And they said that it's one of many worlds that are going to be absolutely new in the game. So more so than not, we're going to be getting actually more new worlds than we are older worlds. And the next thing that Nomura said was that new world announcements are coming very soon, and they may be coming even before D23. So then next he went on to the inspiration behind the new costume, and as you guys know, the new costume is very it's not tame, but it's not as colorful and wild as Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora costume. And Nomura actually acknowledges him, the development team, and he knows everybody else loves that costume a lot, and it was very hard for him to actually change that costume. But he said that the reason why he changed is because this is the first Kingdom Hearts, like the first numbered Kingdom Hearts game in a while, so he felt that it was necessary to change his costume. But he said the inspiration behind the actual costume and how it looks is it was a mix between the Kingdom Hearts 2 and Dream Drop Distance costume, and the reason why they picked those is basically because he felt those were the two best costumes in the series so far, besides the dry forms. He said that he wanted to make the costume sleek and sport-like for basically because, as you've seen in the trailer, Sora is way more agile now and he's very nimble, and because of his new abilities. So he wanted to have his costume mirror that same image and that same ability. And he said it's the same thing with his hair. If you notice, his hair isn't as wild as it was before, and that's due to basically having an overhaul in his look for the most part, just trying to make it a little bit more sleek in general. But another thing that he mentioned was that a lot of people think that the new costume, Sora's proportions as a character are off, and that's not really it at all. They said that if you actually look, in the trailer, you can see that he has his Kingdom Hearts 2 clothes on, so that's proof that the proportions and his body is basically the same. It's just that the costume he has on, the newest one, is a little bit more sleek. So that's interesting for mainly because it confirms that you know, you will have 2 sets of different clothes, much like in Kingdom Hearts 2. You know, when you start off with his Kingdom Hearts 1 clothes. But he also in that, you know, in that same line basically confirmed that, you know, Hercules or Mount Olympus or Olympus Coliseum, whatever it's going to be called, is in Kingdom Hearts 3. We kind of already knew that, but you know, we gotta look as to, you know, what it looks like and what basically what point in the story Sora will be in by the time we visit that world. The next thing that they actually talked about was you know, attraction flow, and they said that that was just a tiny bit of the amount of stuff they have for attraction flow. And what he means by that is, in the trailer, if you've seen it, is basically you know, when Sora was in the teacup spinning around, and he was in the big the big sail ship. He was also I don't know if the Pegasus from Hercules was actually attraction flow, but it looked like one because it was very, very flashy. Yeah, but he was basically just talking about those and saying that the development team is putting lots of work into those because it's a very important part to the game. Not only the gameplay, but the development team really, really wants to do that because it's just an awesome part of the game, and they feel like it's important for that, at least that part of the Disney side for it. And like I said, there's going to be way more than it was in the trailer. One interesting thing that Nomura said before they had to go, though, was that, you know, there was so much that they have right now that they weren't able to show in the trailer, that, you know, that whole time that they were doing this interview, they could have been showing it off. But, you know, he said that hopefully they can show as much as they want at D23 this year. And that was basically it for the interview, and he just gave appreciation for all the feedback and all the positive things people had to say about the trailer in Kingdom Hearts 3 so far. So yeah, that was basically it for that development news. I think that was pretty good of them to, you know, talk a little bit more about the game, because we really haven't had anything in a long time for this game. So again, let me know what you guys think of all this information that they gave out for the development of Kingdom Hearts 3 last night. If you liked it, please leave a comment, leave a like, favorite it, share it everywhere for people who are not aware of this news. If you're looking forward to more Kingdom Hearts 3 stuff, please subscribe to my channel. I have some stuff going up today in the next couple days, and best believe when D23 comes around, I'll be there to cover that. So again, subscribe if you're interested in more Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 15 news, which we will get in around Gamescom, and I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching.